All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Man, you got in just in time to hear.
You guys had me
stories.
at porn. I'm listening.
Porn.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we already talked about your Facebook bio being sex therapist, so you're going to fit right into today's topics.
Are we talking? Yeah. Are we talking sex today or what?
It seems like it. You have your sex therapist here.
All right.
All right. Welcome nobody. To the show, Rockstar.
That is the fanny pack, though. Hello.
From the new show Heat Magnets.
Yeah.
Checked it out last night. So
the heat fucking magnets. All right. Magnets.
I don't know if you can see the chat or not, but
me,
we have a few people in here today.
No.
A few people in here, so we'll check that every once in a while. So welcome. Glad you could make it in. I sent you a couple messages last night. I got on and checked out some of your show last night, so we can definitely get into that a little bit. So she's doing a show, Rip, with the smooth Johnny Spade, but now it's handsome Johnny Spade. I saw.
Or blind Josh, as we like to call him lovingly.
Blind Josh. He's not as nice.
You mean smooth Johnny Spade's not smooth Johnny? He ain't smooth no more?
I guess he's not smooth anymore.
Yeah, he's super smooth.
But he was Marcus's favorite wrestler because he did his legs like.
Oh yeah.
He'd do the legs that way, and that's why Marcus liked him. Smooth Johnny Spade. He's not smooth anymore.
No, he's handsome Johnny Spade.
Handsome Johnny. Well, I can see him getting older and being handsome, but he's still smooth.
Still smooth.
Does he still do the leg gimmick?
I mean, he was sitting down during their show last night. This was not he wasn't wrestling. They were doing a show like our show.
Just conversing.
They were talking.
Did he have bikini briefs on or anything? Was he packed down there? Did he put the rolled up wash rag down there in the sock?
The whole thing, the whole bit. He was packing every day.
All right.
So you're also with Jason Crow. So you guys, how long has the show been going on?
Oh, well, years/weeks. We started it years ago and then picked it back up a few, I guess, months ago at this point.
Now, is it only on Facebook? Because I tried to find it on YouTube and I didn't find it.
I thought it was on YouTube, but we did just kind of start, so it is kind of new. We're kind of figuring it out.
What's her T-shirt say? All heels.
I wasn't looking there, Rip. I don't know.
Oh.
So Rip, they're watching wrestling, is what they're doing on their show. I tried to get Rip to do that. Like our first week, we did this, and it lasted that 1 week. Is about all it lasted.
You guys don't watch wrestling?
That's what they review wrestling shows like WWE, AEW, that kind of stuff.
Oh, I can't watch that shit. They're fucking horrible. Are you kidding me?
It is not.
Huh?
What's horrible about it?
Well, how long have I been at this?
A long time.
Okay, so you see things differently, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd see stuff you wouldn't, and then I'd show you and point it out. Yeah. Oh, I never thought of that before. Well, how could you? You haven't been around it for 45 years.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. What the hell, right? But you're a sex therapist. That's all that matters.
So we keep saying that, but is that like a true statement that we're saying, or is that?
It is true.
It is true.
I have a lot of problems, honey.
Do you? I believe you.
She believes you. Well, that's good. You're the first sex therapist we've ever had.
We can talk about sex. What are we talking about?
We could talk sex. We'd much rather talk sex than wrestling.
Yes, I'm sick of wrestling. I hate wrestling.
So I hear you did porn. I kind of caught the end of that. Where can we watch that?
Just still shots.
I just did still shots. Yeah, and the guy that was he was a dinner masher. He was a shirt lifter. The guy that was the boss. He asked me if I needed any help. If I needed any help to get any blood down there, I said, "No, thank you, love. I don't need any help." You know, I can do this by myself.
It was breaking news on here today. I didn't know Rip was into the. I knew he was into porn, but I didn't know he.
Well, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. You know.
You think those pictures are still out there? That's what I think. Maybe I ask.
Well, I'm already Googling it. Let's see.
I hope so, because I've never seen. I've never seen any. I just know I took a bunch of them, but I didn't see any.
Let's look.
Now,
not on the first page of Google.
Surely they're not.
I'll have to do a deep dive.
A deep dive. Ooh, that's what she
into the internet to find your news.
Some girl told me a deep dive. I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. Oh, it's that great phone. Yeah.
Hey, while we're on the topic, it also said I saw where you were like a writer and a filmmaker. So could Rip maybe be in any of your kind of films that you make?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Like The Masked Grandpa?
I mean, is it those kind of films or what kind of?
It's all porn.
Oh,
all porn. Oh,
no, I'm just kidding. No, it's everything. But you could most definitely be in.
Dutch Mantel recently said he left Continental shortly after it was sold to David Woods because he didn't get along with the new booker. Was that booker Ron West or Eddie Gilbert?
Don't have a clue.
Don't know that?
No. It might have been Ronnie, and it might have been Eddie. I don't know. Well, you got to remember, Dutch has more experience than way more experience than Eddie Gilbert did. So it'd be like Dutch is in the 8th grade and Eddie's in the 3rd grade, but he's the boss.
Even with Eddie's dad being in the business?
But that he didn't do the miles Dutch did. And Dutch didn't know anybody. Dutch learned the hard way.
Let's see here. Ronnie, some of us are pigs. Hey, the Freak Show is a big fan of yours, apparently. Is that
yeah,
plant you put in? Did you put a plant in our chat?
I might have, yeah. I might have put a few.
Oh, he's got Ronnie. Oh,
Deanna Prazo was on. Oh, yeah, she was on too. I forgot. Let's see how you doing. What's your sign? Mine is stop. Medium 5. He's always got the good lines. Safe search off. Rip better get that blue.
Is that what I'm doing wrong? That's why I'm not finding these butthole pictures.
Oh, the safe search.
My internet is pretty unsafe. I still can't find them. I'm gonna have to look harder.
I don't think they're out there. I mean, these were taken like in
about 91,
70s or something.
No, 91. Yeah, it was 91.
So they somebody liked you in WEW. What was WEW? Was that?
Oh, Women's Extreme. Oh, fun.
Where was that at?
Philadelphia. I still have the tag team championship belt.
Are you serious?
Yes. All right. Awesome. Put it on YouTube, baby. Sell it.
You should have that up during your show. Did they ever ask for it back?
No, they're going to have to come pried out of my cold, dead hands.
But it's not like is that a recent title? Or when did that happen?
No, this was 15 years ago.
When do you wrestle anymore at all?
No. I mean, I've played a wrestler in movies several times. I'm really good at that.
You haven't been wrestling for a while. So, I mean, I remember you back in OVW. You had to be back, 2007-ish, 8-ish?
Yeah.
Somewhere. So I think you were there, though, when the contract class was there, right?
Yes.
Were you under contract ever?
No.
But you were in, I remember, because you were doing all like the TV and stuff, basically with the contract class. Now, were you in Rip's class at that time? Because I remember there was like a split because we did like DCW and he ran a couple different classes. What class were you in? Were you in the advanced class, Rip's class?
Both.
Or was he the advanced class at the time?
DCW was around. I think that was after me, but it was both classes.
Oh, was it? So Rip was your trainer then?
Yes.
Give us some Rip Rogers stories. You got any Rip Rogers stories from class? Anything that sticks out? Anything you remember? Meeting Rip.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask that. I have such a bad memory. I remember it was fun and also crazy.
Fun and crazy.
I want to hear the bad memory so I can start laughing.
No, she has a bad.
I don't think I have any bad memories.
Not bad memories of you.
Oh
no, I don't have any. It was all fun. Like that was a fun time in my life.
Greatest time of your life, just like I tell you.
I just remember you were there during that.
It was really fun. It was a quick experience, 2 years, but it was a good time.
Lilas, don't you remember Miz and Punk fighting over Ronnie? Was that a TV deal? Or was that in real life? Were they fighting over you?
Whatever you want to think is fine with me.
Ooh, all right.
Real life?
Her stock went up.
It was definitely on TV and real life, maybe.
Oh, wait a second. You did like date the Miz for a while or something, didn't you?
Mm-hmm, I sure did.
You got any good sex stories in the Miz?
No.
Oh my God! I didn't like the way they said that. He should be going. God, at least.
Honestly, the best of my life. That's the only thing I can say. It never got better from there.
Okay, great.
Sadly,
best of her life. That's awesome.
It was just the best of the best.
Can't wait to clip that up.
That's
going to be the greatest clickbait.
Now, when you went down there,
I won't do that.
Hey, when you went down there, What was you, like 21 when you went down there?
Like,
was you like 21
18, 19?
How much?
19.
19? Okay.
I was a full child.
What a time you have all those people chasing that dream, all hard-bodied guys and hot bitches, and just wanting to be a wrestler, going out and partying every night you can. You're away from home. It don't get any better than that.
Yep, getting into places when you're not old enough because everyone else is a superstar. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, you went there from where?
Portland, Oregon.
From Portland? Now, is that where you were from?
Mm-hmm. Well, I was born in British Columbia, but I grew up there, yeah.
Grew up in Portland? And then did you do any wrestling out there?
A tiny, tiny bit before I came out here. Just the smallest amount. I was barely involved. And then somebody said, oh, you should go to OVW. That's where the place is. And so I just moved.
Packed up and moved.
Now, Portland was still running the territory there on the dying days there in about 1990, I'm thinking, with Don Owens.
Well,
I was going to say.
She wasn't there then, like wrestling.
1990?
No,
she was born. You were born there, though, right?
Yeah.
When did you leave Portland?
A small child then.
When did you leave Portland?
Like 2006.
Early 2000s.
Okay, you'd been a baby then. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's got to be young, like still. We allowed to ask you how old you are?
No.
No.
God, no.
No, she's 29.
I'm sure you could just Google it.
No, she's 29.
Oh, you could Google it,
29. Yeah.
It's true. That's true.
Women don't get older than 29.
I've got a question for you in the chat. Do you know Dr. Luther? Is that a legit question?
Yeah, I know Dr. Luther.
For you.
Okay.
That question is for me?
Yeah.
Oh God. Maybe. Probably. I mean, don't be offended. I've smoked a lot of weed since then.
You know Dr. Luther?
Yeah, I was on a show with him in California. I can't remember how many years ago, but he was on the West Coast guys, some of the Northern California guys and the guys from Vancouver, Portland, and there. But I think he was a California guy.
So you packed up, moved to Louisville, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Who was your first trainer? Was it Rip?
It was.
Well, you don't remember shit.
I don't think it was Rip. I think it was like
Matt Capitelli,
maybe, or like Mike Mondo, maybe.
No, I bet it was Mondo at that time.
Okay, yeah, probably Mike.
It was,
and then
Mike was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked him.
So, do you remember anything about OVW at all? Like walking in the building, who you saw? What your first class was like? Were you like, holy shit, this is crazy, or holy shit, this is exactly what I thought it'd be like?
Well, I walked in and I don't remember who it was, but the first thing someone said to me, because I'm a redhead, is, oh, you look like Lita. And my thought was like, oh shit, I can't look like somebody else. And so I immediately dyed my hair black, which was a poor choice, but that's because that's the first thing someone said to me. And then it was very exciting, a little bit overwhelming, but it was fun. There was so many people there that I couldn't even possibly remember everybody I met while I was there.
So when you're let's get to the end then of OVW. Did WWE pull out before you left, or how did?
No, I was gone before that. I met Jason Crow and decided to do movies instead.
Oh, really? That's what it was?
Mm-hmm. That's literally what happened.
Were you ever in any talks with WWE about signing a contract or anything like that?
No.
Nope. You did a lot of matches though, right? On OVW TV. You were there probably during all. You were there, I think I remember, during all the like bikini contest and all.
Yep, that bikini contest, right? Bra and panties matches.
The diva shit.
I was there with the Miz the whole time he was there. The Halloween costume contests, all that stuff.
Did you have matches on OVW TV besides those?
Yeah, I think we did mixed tags and boy.
Charles the Hammer Evans, which he might have been down there when you were there.
He was, yeah.
He said weed is good for you. I think he's saying.
I feel great about this decision. Yeah, I feel good about it. It helps with my ADHD, I'm sure.
Just not sure about the memory.
Yeah, the memory is fuzzy. I don't know that it's entirely weed related, but I'll blame it on that.
Awesome. I think you actually made one of my pairs of tights. Did you used to make tights?
Oh, probably. I used to do that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think I made
a few people's tights.
I think I met you and Seth Skyfire in like a car somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that was my bestie
in a parking lot somewhere, and got my tights from you.
That sounds right. I used to do that.
Yeah.
I used to sew. Yeah.
You don't do that anymore?
No, I got kind of burnt out because you're one person and so many people want stuff. Eventually you just, it's not like it's my passion to sew things. I just did it for money and because it was fun. At first it was like doing people a favor, but then it was just too much. And then people are demanding, they're like, I have a special match this weekend. Can you do the whole tag team? And it's like, no, I can't. So yeah, no more of that.
Did you ever make anything for you, Rip?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I didn't make you a fanny pack? Rude.
No He's got one on right now. Show her, Rip. Come on.
I still wear fanny packs. It's my Rip inspiration. Yeah.
He's got a big one. He's got a big fanny pack, Rip.
Big fanny pack. Oh my God.
You don't wear a fanny pack, do you? Do you really?
I sure do.
That's why she's over.
Yes, it's the reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you really do inspire.
Reason. Oh, here's my favorite one. Within reach. Girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's one you need.
Yeah, we do.
Like Pinion Haver said, Ronnie and Seth both left wrestling for the movies. Wise choice.
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't seen Seth Skyfire forever.
I haven't seen him in a while, but I know he's doing well.
Does he still do like movie stuff?
I believe so. He's got a paranormal show and he does effects makeup, as far as I know.
Wow, he used to come, I think, from Alabama. He used to drive on the weekend classes, the old building with Nick Dinsmore.
Yep.
And he would come with, God, I think he rode with Melissa Coates. I think Melissa Coates came.
Coach Rack, baby.
I think would she have been with him coming? I could be wrong on that. I know there was like two people besides him, and they would come from Alabama like every weekend for Nick's Saturday class and then stay for like the show or whatever.
Yeah. That was before I met him because he already lived there when I got there.
Hey, if anybody watching this right now wants to ask any questions in the chat, go ahead. We'll take some questions here. About that. Is that really your current position? Do you do that from home? Is that like like an internet thing? Like you just get on and have one-on-one
talk to people about their sex lives and they pay me, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So do you have to have like a degree, like a certificate? How do you get to become a sex therapist?
That's a great story.
Oh, all right.
Can you tell it?
Come on.
No, I don't want to tell it at all.
Yeah.
You can't tell it?
You can't?
No, I just started one day and people kept paying me until they paid me a lot. And then I just kept doing it. And that's the most I want to say about that.
All right.
Wow. Sounds like there's maybe a little more than just sex therapy in there.
There might be. There might be.
I'm reading in between the lines.
All of a sudden, my fanny packs is rising to the ceiling, baby.
Here goes mine. And there it goes.
Ooh, right.
Is this sex therapy for men, for women, for both, for couples?
It's for everybody. It's
you
for
ever
all
have couples?
Anybody who needs to talk about their
for she's and it's and
How do you promote this business?
I don't. People just know I've been doing it for so long. People just know where to find me. And if you don't, then I guess you don't get to come to me.
So you feel like you're a sex expert then?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I will throw that down confidently. Yeah.
Do you have to be good at? Okay, so like sometimes the best basketball coach wasn't the best basketball player. So to be a good sex therapist, do you feel like you have to be good at sex?
Did you have to practice it a whole lot to get really good at it?
Yeah. There's no other way to be good at it.
Okay, well, I mean, there are some great basketball coaches that weren't good players. We'll be joining the Heat Magnets on their show.
The Heat Magnets, ladies and gentlemen.
Next week, we'll be partners with the Heat Magnets
because
we don't talk about sex at all there. Maybe that's what we're doing wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, they talk about wrestling. They got a sex therapist. They talk about wrestling.
Well, we got a wrestling thing. We're talking about sex. So we're just sort of swapping ideas, you know.
I'm happy I'm not canceling your show.
This is the best podcast I've ever watched.
Oh, good.
He went from saying, "Who else did she make tights for?" to "This is the best podcast I've ever watched."
Kelly, and
wasn't a lot of material there.
I don't know.
Have you ever had any? You don't have to name names. Any famous people use you for sex therapy?
Maybe.
No, that's a good answer. It sounds even better.
Weed helps intimacy. Is that true?
It depends on who you are. Some people, weed doesn't help you in any way, and some people, weed will help you immensely with your relaxation or your mental state. But it just depends on who you are. If weed doesn't help you in general, it's not going to help you with sex, and vice versa.
Keep that in mind, Rip. Next time you get ready.
When you get down to it, if you're good with weed, do it on weed.
I'm not a weed man, so
Ben McClain said, did she wrestle or what?
She did a lot of whats.
It did a lot of what?
Wrestled, man. She wrestled, but she's a sex therapist now. So if you want to ask,
I wrestled, but it turns out I'm an actor, and so that's where all the acting came from.
Maybe I feel like we should dive deeper into the acting.
Well, that was the only reason I was on TV, was because of the acting.
Like, you acted first, or you got on TV because you wanted to become an actor?
No, I came out here on a whim to become a wrestler. But then what had happened was, if I can remember correctly, Paul Heyman showed up and took all the non-contract people off TV. But Seth was there, and he was one of the best, even though he was not under contract. And so he said, well, if you can get the fans behind you, then we'll put you back on TV. So I, his best friend, stood on the camera side with a sign that said Seth Skyfire. And they were like, oh, well, I noticed you have fans, so you're on TV. And then one day he came out to me and he was like, hey, you're his girlfriend. And I was like, no. And he's like, you are. I'm like, okay. And so then a few matches later, he was like, okay, listen, depending on your reaction on what this happens during this match will determine whether you're on TV or not. So me, an actor, I gave full-on tears, crying, ugly crying. They had to drag me out of the building, and I was on TV.
Nice.
And that's how that happened.
She promised.
That's a great story.
She promised 164 guys she would be with them all in the parking lot after the show. She didn't say what she was going to do, but she could say, "Oh, thank you." But
thank you,
thank you very much.
That's a hell of a story. So then you got on OVW TV when Heyman was there without.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Seth ended up signing, though. When did Seth sign? Was that way later than that, or was that?
I feel like it was not too long after that.
And then he went to Florida, though, didn't he?
No, he was signed for a little while, and then he moved on to the makeup.
Oh, I thought he went to Florida when they originally went to Florida.
No, he should have been. He was so good, but I think he's happier now. I'm just guessing.
So were you ever his girlfriend in real life?
For a minute, but that was way before that.
Yeah. So what kind of acting did you do before? You said you were already an actor. Did you actually do acting before you came to Louisville, or you're just a self-proclaimed actress?
No, I did theater since I was a kid growing up. That was what made me come out here on a whim, because I did sports and I did theater. And so it was like, well, that's a good marriage of the two. I'll just go give that a try. I wasn't really a huge wrestling fan. It was just like, that'll be fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's like some of the girls that WWE would sign where they didn't know anything about wrestling. And
I can't believe you didn't get signed.
Yeah. Didn't know anything about...
Well, back then, they all.
Yeah, it was horrible.
They didn't want wrestlers back then.
Yeah, they didn't want no wrestlers.
What are some movies? Are there any movies that you're in, or films, or that you would suggest that we look up and watch? Or you got any things like, you got to check this one out? You got anything like that?
You should go watch a movie called Thrust.
Oh my God, Thrust! All right.
Everybody write that down in the chat.
Name.
Thrust.
I play a wrestler in that
on the internet.
That's not why you should watch it. It's also just really fun.
What was the second one?
Oh, I didn't say a second one yet. I was just talking about how cool it is and how I play a wrestler in it. But that's not why you should watch it. It's a really fun movie. I did one with Jason Crow that I really like called Wicked Ones. And
we can just find these by Googling them. YouTube? Where are they at? YouTube?
No, they're all over the place. Oh boy, I don't remember where each of them are distributed from, but if you are on my Facebook or on any Google, you can find them.
Are they all XXX?
They're all porn, yeah. Or this one called Deadly Dealings. I really like that one. And one that's about to wrap up called New Fear's Eve. That's a really good one. And then this one is from a movie that Jason and I made. It's called The Zombie Movie. It's coming out later this year. It's a comedy. And I play a wrestler in all those movies.
Oh, do you do? I've never seen a XXX comedy. I'll have to check those out.
They're all porn, yep.
Awesome. This is...
Her stock went up immensely.
This is called Wrestling with Rip Rogers, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is Wrestling with the Rip Rogers. We've talked wrestling. We don't ever talk wrestling. I don't know why.
No,
I don't know why they care anyway.
You guys don't watch wrestling. I just found this out.
Yeah, we watch old wrestling. I'd make him watch some new clips every once in a while. We do some old wrestling stuff, but yeah, not a lot of new stuff.
You would hate our show because we really like what's going on now.
Yeah, I watched it last night. I get on their show last night, Rip, and I'm in the chat, and nobody ever replies to me. Like, nobody says anything.
Oh, yeah, we didn't notice the chat last night.
I mean, like, chat. It's like me and another guy in the chat. I'm like, hey, is this thing on?
Is this with
sorry. Usually we watch the chat better, but we were so excited about the wrestling that we didn't look at the chat.
I was on their show, Rip. Heat Magnets. That's what we're plugging today. Is
Heat Magnets.
Heat Magnets.
What do you watch that on?
Facebook.
Facebook.
What I watched it on. Facebook Live. And I was in their chat in the comments, and they never replied to me.
And we were too excited talking about wrestling. We didn't read the comments. Yeah, that's what happened.
They were so excited about wrestling, Rip. They just could not take 5 seconds off to look in their
But if you'd have told them it was you.
I did tell them it was me. It says Vaughn Live.
Right, we didn't see it. At the end, Josh was like, oh, this is the comment you missed.
Warrior G Man said, this is the greatest guest we've ever had.
Oh, yay.
Well, you know.
We've had like 40 or 50 guests. So you're up there.
People are going to be real disappointed when they get on Heat Magnets and find us talking about wrestling then.
Thoughts on the Ospreay Omega match? Did you watch any of the Forbidden Door pay-per-view? Or do you just watch the regular TV show? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, close your earmuffs, Rip. That match was fucking goddamn amazing.
Oh!
I was so into it. Okay,
so what about the end when he drops him on his head and he kicks out and all that? You like that stuff, huh?
It was so exciting though. Yeah, I do like all that. I mean, that's kind of what got me back into watching wrestling, other than Rhea Ripley herself.
I love Rhea Ripley. Now I think she's awesome.
God, she's so awesome.
I think she's great.
Yeah.
I think AEW, I've said on here a million times, I watch it because I think it's more. I don't really watch. I do watch it, but not.
I love
more than WWE because I just think it's exciting. Like it's
exciting.
Just
it's
way
so
more exciting
fun.
than WWE. I don't think it makes sense. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason behind it.
No, none whatsoever. But man, is it exciting to watch. It really does get your blood pressure up watching.
It's exciting. But when he kicks out after being dropped on the head, only to cover him and pin him 2 moves later, that shit just kind of bothers me.
Oh, yeah. I get why you guys hate it now. That makes total sense. But if you don't care about that and you just want to watch them go nuts, it's great fun.
Yeah, if you're like a kid, it's just an excitement factor. Hey, all right, he fell off the Empire State Building. Hey, he kicked up. All right, that's cool. He jumped off Niagara Falls. Great.
That's me. I'm here for it.
Okay, well, what the hell, right?
And then I went and Jason showed me the Ospreay and Ricochet from New Japan, where they both did like the double superhero land, and I was like, yeah, I am like a kid. It's fun.
So who do you like in WWE besides Rhea Ripley?
Rhea Ripley?
Nobody else?
No, I like LA Knight. I like
I like him too.
Pretty Deadly. I like the whole Rhea's faction. I just lost the name.
The
is that Dominic?
Dominic
yes.
And Priest.
The whole team.
What are they called? The
why is it not there right now?
Somebody in the chat. What's that group called? The
Bad Motherfuckers? I don't know.
What is it called? Yeah, I like the group. I like Rhea a lot. Dominic, I hated at first, but I give him his due now. I don't think he paid his dues, but I think he's doing great in his role that he's doing right now. Finn, I don't know that he fits that group real well. Judgment Day. Thanks, Random.
There it is. That's what it is. I don't know why I forgot that.
Hammer says it was FR.
Fucking rotten.
Buckshot Kid's a big Impact fan. He wants to know if you watch Impact.
Shit, nobody watches Impact.
It's been a while. Not really. Maybe I should. Is it as fun as AEW?
No, I don't know. I don't think it's on like TV anymore, is it? I think it's on like an app or something.
I don't know.
I haven't watched it for a long time.
No, it's been a long time, and I didn't really even watch it then.
And I think when I watched it, actually, LA Knight was still on it as.
Oh, was he?
What was his name? You might remember. What was LA Knight's name in Impact when he had the button, the yeah button or whatever it was?
The yeah button.
Somebody tell me. Buckshot Kid said it's on Axis TV, AXS TV, whatever that is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever LA Knight was. Eli Drake. Thank you. Random things. Eli Drake. You don't remember him as in Impact, I guess. You didn't see him there?
Maybe I did. I don't know.
So he was in Impact. Well, I think he was in WWE, or at least developmental, like in 2012, I believe. Then he went to Impact because they released him or whatever. And then back to NXT. So he's like 40 now. And then Vince found out he was 40, and then that's why they started killing his push, I think. Because they didn't think a 40-year-old should be champion.
That's fucked. But he can't be stopped because people like him.
I know. He doesn't look old anyway. He looks like an actual wrestler. Like he looks like a wrestler. Yeah. He's got a body. Mm-hmm. He wears gear. Yeah. He looks like a wrestler.
He does. Also, 40 is not that old in wrestling. Like not when Sting is out there being 65 or whatever.
Oh, have we asked you about that yet? Did you see the Sting jumping off the ladder,
smashing his face? Yeah.
What did you think of that move? Was that exciting to you?
No, I thought like get down from there. You're gonna break a hip. And you broke your face. Yeah, that was unnecessary, I thought.
That's what I was doing a watch along with Rene Dupree on that match. And we were just sitting there saying,
get down.
Is he really going to jump? Is he really going to jump?
Don't jump.
And then he jumped.
No, Grandpa, no.
Ribbon said earlier, it should have been the illusion, like make him think you're going to jump and then not do it. And that's kind of what we thought he was going to do. And then
he jumped.
No, he face planted onto his face. Yeah.
Somebody in here said he broke his jaw. So
I don't know that he broke his jaw. I think he broke a tooth, maybe.
I thought, his mouth was bleeding everywhere. It was crazy. So go ahead. Anything else you got to plug, man? We're about ready to wrap this thing up. We got a big interview. I don't know if you ever heard of Crusher Broomfield, who went on to be the one-man gang, and Akeem, the African Dream. We got a big interview with him that we're taping here coming up today. So we usually go on here about an hour. So we're wrapping this thing up. Go ahead, give us any plugs. Any way all these loyal listeners can follow you, find you, watch your show.
Right. Well,
watch your
listen
movies,
to Heat Magnets. We don't talk about sex, sorry. We talk about wrestling and how much we really enjoy it, and we really do. So if you don't, then you won't like it. It's pretty much how much excitement we get from watching it. And the zombie movie. Look for that, the zombie movie.
All right, we're going to end this thing with a head bob. So you got to do a head bob with us. We end every show with a Starcade. If you want to see a good wrestling, rock, rap group, all their videos are based on wrestling. I was in their last video. It's called Real Freaky. You got to check it out. I'll send you a link to Starcade videos. It's Them Starcade Boys on YouTube. THEM. Them Starcade Boys. Real Freaky is the video I'm in. And we're going to do it right now. Got to get the head bob in. Thanks for joining the show. Roni Jonah, go find her. Heat Magnets, baby.
Big gold and a billfold. So swole that I can't get the shit closed. So I money fold and rubber band wrap. And when it pop, bitches sound like a hand clap.